So we call this the animal press. There's 3 different sets of animals. And it's really simple. In fact, you'll be able to teach it to your players as quickly as I teach it to all of you. We'll have you scrimmage it in just a few minutes' time. That's how fast you're going to be able to integrate it in. And the really neat part about this press and what makes it so difficult to be able to handle is that we can just change the number of animals at each place, and it becomes a completely different press without players having to think about it. It becomes just super simple for them to be able to integrate in and change on the fly at a moment's notice. So let's take a look. First of all, if we're pressing, and let's have, give me Avery out here with the basketball. Come on out on offense. Joining her, where is Bet? Come on out, Bet. Another great. Okay, Avery throwing the ball inbounds. And Bet, you're going to be receiving it. And let's get a few of our purples. So give me Kayla, Katie, a couple other purples. Come on out. Thanks, Sam. Come on out. And we're going to have Sam come on back. Kayla and Katie just spread out right here. The 2 of you are going to be what's known as our wolves. So I'll just tell you really quickly what the 3 names are. You can adapt them if you want to use different names. Wolves are the ones at the top of the press, and wolves do one thing, the only thing wolves ever do, they hunt. You're hunting the ball. And so wherever these 2 ladies are, you're picking up the ball, or you're picking up where you think the ball is going next. You're hunting. Wolves hunt. Sam, you're back here, and let's call out one of your teammates, Xana, come on out. And Xana, we're going to have you be this side, and we'll have Sam this side. The 2 of you are foxes. And foxes are sly. Foxes are clever. You're not just hunting, going after where the ball is. You're thinking and strategizing. So while these 2 are just bringing it, your wolves have to be the energizers. Your foxes have to be your thinkers, because they're attempting to be clever and deceptive. Wolves are not being clever and deceptive. Wolves are eating. And they're hunting, and they're going for it. And then finally, we're going to have 1 player out here as a bear. Who wants to be our bear? If you're typically a 4 or 5, come on out as a bear. Greg, quick refresher.
Caitlin.
Yes, Caitlin. So Caitlin is our bear. So let me walk you through what they're doing in each role. So wolves are predominantly, you're matched up man to man, and you're either going to stick with a player or you're going to trap. So you only have one decision. Are you going to stay with, you can go guard the inbounder. You're either going to stay or you're going to trap. And you get to choose. You can mix it up. You can do one thing one time. You can do one thing the next. It doesn't matter. You can choose to even face guard here and double team. You can mix it up as wolves. As a coach from the sideline, based on what I see happening, I might call something out, or the next wolves coming into the game, say, hey, let's double team the inbounder, or let's double team on the catch. You can just give wolves some different strategies that they can utilize. But you're either going to match up man to man or you're trapping. But wolves are predominantly man. Foxes, you're not man. And this is what makes it so difficult to read for an opposing team coach. You're in a zone. You're in a zone and you're guarding space, and your job is to stop the ball from coming into this space on a pass. So no one should pass into this space. And you can move on up because it's from about the 3-point line extended back to half court. Your job is to stop any pass into this space. By the way, wolves, your job is to put so much pressure that you're blinding the ball handler or passer, so that the only thing they can do is not pass ahead into those spaces, but dribble. So you're blinding them, so the only pass they could see is an east-west pass, not a north-south pass. Bear, your job is to match up man to man, but make it look like a zone. So if there's one player long, your job is to stay far enough away from the player that it looks like you're just picking up, covering the space. But if any ball gets attempted to be thrown there, your job is to intercept that pass. Or, if you can't get there in time, to blind them and make it very difficult. So we have a man, wolves are man, foxes are zone, and the bear, you can step up right up to half, or even if nobody's there, you can move in front of half. Your job is to play man. So it's man, zone, man, but you're making it look like a zone and like you're covering space. All right, let's get 3 more gray players out. 3 more, any 3 gray players. Come on out. And you can spread on out. And Olivia? Caroline. Oh yeah, Caroline. Caroline, so we're gonna set you up in a really simple press break. And we'll start out with a press break with anyone who would play a 3, 4, or 5 can be there. And if you're more likely to play a 1 or a 2, come down over here. So we'll get 2 guards and 2 forwards or centers. There you go. You're going to work together, and you can screen for each other. One really important principle on the inbound. So Bet comes on over and receives the inbound from Avery. So when you receive the inbound, every good press break has 3 nearby receivers. So you could break to that side. You were looking for the ball. So key principle to beating a press. 3 nearby receivers, as we teach in our Point Guard College course. You're going to be flashing back to the basketball. We want short, sure passes. You're going to be flashing back to the basketball, and you can be flashing back to the basketball or step inbounds. You could choose to go long. Really simple principle. Go, go. Get open or get out. So you flash to be a nearby receiver, or you can go long to spread out the press. Your choice. Just go, go. Get open, get out. Any questions on that press break? If 2 players can't get the ball, Avery, take it back again. And you 2 players are working together, and you can't get the ball, you can screen for each other, screen and roll back to get it. You work and get it. If you can't get it, you're going to be the release, and you flash right to the free throw line to get it. And now you can hit either one of the wings, and you're advancing the ball. So you're the release valve if neither of these 2 players can get it. Back to Avery. So that's just some really quick pieces to help them be able to play here in terms of a press break. If you get the ball inbounded, you can beat it on the pass, you can beat it on the dribble, or you can reverse the ball and then beat the press. If you want, Avery, when you pass it inbound, you could pass and wait, but if she's delayed flashing back to the ball as a nearby receiver, and you realize she's not flashing, you're welcome to flash, but then we need 3 nearby receivers, which means you're going to be flashing back to the ball so that there's always 3 nearby receivers. That's as much as you need to know just to be able to get started and be able to play. So we'll have our 1 and our 2. We could have our 4 or our 5 inbounding, and then a 4 and 3 or 3 and 5 be up top and flashing back. What I want to focus now on is the animal press and what this can look like in different situations. So here's where the animal press gets really interesting. At any point in time with a substitution, a stoppage in play, a free throw, you can change the press based on how they are press breaking. If you realize they're sending 2 players long, so our 2 players go long, and you get beat twice in a row, we usually had a twice in a row principle. If we got beat twice in a row, if they beat us once with a Hail Mary and they got a layup, we weren't concerned. We were tracking ratios. What percentage of the time were we giving up layups? What percentage of the time were we forcing bad shots or forcing turnovers? So our principle was we wanted more bad shots and more turnovers than the number of layups we gave up. That was our principle. So we didn't mind if we gave up 5 layups if we created 11 turnovers and 7 bad shots. But if we gave up 17 layups and we only created 3 turnovers, we had a major problem. And so that's what we would be taking a look at. And if we gave up a few uncontested layups without creating turnovers, we just immediately shifted the number of wolves, the number of wolves, the number of foxes, and the number of bears. So we might just change and say, instead of 1 wolf or 2 wolves, we're going to go 1 wolf, 3 foxes, so drop back and be a fox, and 1 bear. Or we might change it and say, we're going to go one wolf, 2 foxes, 2 bears. And what we've just changed is we've changed the press to a 1-2-2. But the principles are the same. The wolf is going to eat and chase the ball wherever it's at. The foxes, their job is to stop a pass. And the second piece is the fox must trap any dribbled, any ball that's dribbled into their zone. And the goal is to trap to the sideline, to force to the sideline and trap at the sideline. And if the ball gets over, let's have the ball be inbounded this side, and you're there, you're forcing hard left, and here comes the trap, go ahead. And now here comes Bet flashing middle. Sam's job as the other fox is to stop a pass into this zone. So her job is to take this away. Now if the ball gets reversed back, who's going after it? The wolf. And they're working together in a zone to cover space and to be ready to trap and to come stop the pass into this zone. So they're working together to stop any pass into the zone and to trap and stop any dribble. And then finally, we've got 2 bears that are working together to stop any pass down court. Rather than talk any further, I'm going to let them play, and then we'll talk about some of the opportunities that you could utilize with the animal press. And so as a coach, I'm just reading, as soon as I see them adjust, and they might call a timeout because we've just gone on an 8-0 run, and they come out and they immediately switch their press break and they send 2 players long, or they bring all their players back, we just adjust the press. 3 wolves, 3 wolves, 3 wolves. And sometimes we'll go 3 wolves and 2 foxes and have no bears. Why would we have no bears? They have nobody long. So we're going to adjust and we're going to cram everyone in there and put additional pressure. And we can call it out on the fly. The only thing you have to know as a coach is some wolves can't be foxes. And some foxes aren't fast and aggressive enough to be a wolf. So we had players on our team that they were just wolves, and we had players that were just foxes. But then there were players who could do both. They could be a wolf and put intense pressure, but they were also clever enough to be the thinker. And we had bears that could be foxes, but sometimes we had a bear that could only be a bear. And the bear has to be the rim protector. So if the ball is advanced on the dribble, their job is to back up and protect the rim. But if the ball is advanced on the pass, their job is to intercept the pass or blind. And anytime they come over to the sideline to put pressure, the fox on the far side has to drop back and be the goalie or the safety or the bear. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Here we go. Avery's going to inbound it. We're going to let you play. And let's talk about what we're going to do. We'll start with 2 wolves, 2 foxes, and 1 bear. And bear, if the ball's that side of the court, you're going to go a few steps over. But you want to give the impression that you're in a zone and you're covering anything long. You're just going to be watching to see if it looks like they're going to throw a baseball pass, you're backing up. If it looks like they're not, you're moving forward. And here we go. You can run your press break. We'll run a couple trips up and down the court. Blinder, blinder, go blinder, go blinder. And go trap, go trap. And let's pause right there. So what we had was no blinding here. Let's take that exact one back. And then our fox needs to move forward and trap, and our bear needs to come over and stop that pass. So we had kind of 3 small breakdowns. Naturally, this is the first time they're running it. So wolves, intense pressure, blind them, make them beat you. Foxes, if they come into your zone on the dribble, you're stopping them and locking them. And then bear, you're going to leave anybody and stop the next pass. Inbound again, and we'll go from the top. Here we go. Nice job. Good attempt, good attempt. And now recover, recovery. And inbound again. There we go. So we're forcing them into a rushed shot and hopefully playing faster than they're comfortable. In that case, once they get beaten, what does a wolf do? A wolf keeps on eating. Now you could drop back to a 2-3 zone. You could drop back to man. We would drop back to continuing to trap the ball with a wolf until we forced them into taking a shot. So no team in the past 2 years has run an offense against us. They never have an opportunity. Because a wolf is trapping and it's forcing them into a quick shot. There's going to be a breakdown somewhere. They're going to shoot a shot within 7 seconds. And we're going to play faster than they're comfortable and get back down court and shoot a shot as quickly as possible so that we could defend them again and make them get uncomfortable again. And then we wear them out over the course of a game. Here we go. Go. Blinder, 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 blinder. Yes, and go. Attack, 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 attack. And then you're going to be in it. Make or miss. You're going to be in it. Make or miss. Get a shot off. Make or miss and get a shot off. See how quickly you can attack. Get an attack. Get a shot. Get a shot. Make or miss. Good. And you're in it right from there. Right from there. Wolf, eat. Wolf, eat. Blinder, blinder, blinder. And nice job, offense. Nice job. And stop right there. Anytime the ball passes someone up, as we teach in our point guard college course, you want to gnaw the pocket of a dribbler. So if the ball passes by a fox or a bear, you're trying to dig that ball and poke it free to the next line of defense. Let's go one more trip offensively. Here we go. Oh, let's change it right now. We're gonna go one wolf, 2 foxes, 2 bears. There we go. Xano's dropping back. And wolf, you're going to follow the ball. Foxes move up to the 3-point line. Bears move up. Go. Blinder, 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 blinder. Go get her, fox. Wolf, go get her. Wolf, go get her. Again, wolf, go get her. Trap, 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 trap. That's the trap. Go, 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 go. Rotate and go. Put the pressure on. Put the pressure. Go, wolf. Go, wolf. Nice job. Well done. Offense nearly created a turnover. That style of play in 90 seconds wears out the wolves. Bears, not so much. Foxes to some degree. Wolves, you got to keep swapping out. Let's give these ladies a round of applause.